Good morning, everyone.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Natural and Organic Products Europe Masterclass, or when we've got the whole team with us today. We know it's been some time since we're all together, 2019, can you believe? So we thought we would need refreshing for our wonderful exhibitors who have been with us for a number of years. We thought it'd be good to refresh your memory, and there's some new stuff along the way that we've put in the campaign for this year. And for our new exhibitors, welcome. We can't wait to see you all on site. So we're just going to run through this. We've got the whole team with us. We've got Caroline from marketing, the marketing manager. Hi, Caroline.
Hi, Carol.
We've got Shana, who's our social media guru. We've got Lauren in marketing as well. Hey, Lauren. Amy Muddle. We've got Georgina from sales. We've got everybody here waiting to answer your questions, but we're just going to run through some slides first. If I'm going through them too quick, we are recording this, because I don't want to, bog you down with some of the stuff you're waiting to hear from. And like I said, you can ask some Q&As. I've got the whole team there waiting to answer. So look, let's just run through what we're going to cover. So, and a lovely picture of the show. So if nobody's ever been before, it's an incredible show. We can't wait to share with you this experience going forward. So we're just going to run through some practical information. We're going to once again highlight the exhibitor manual, which is your all together, your kind of one point for reference for everything. There's not anything in there that you've got a question for that cannot be answered. So we're going to go and review that just very quickly. We've got some new software we're going to launch, which Caroline's going to tell you about. Let's talk about some exhibiting best practice, because you may be out of sync with that for not seeing anybody or being with people for a long time in this kind of environment. So we're just going to remind you about that. We're going to go through some social media, some marketing, some amazing marketing digital assets, which the team have created for you to promote yourself at the show, let your customers know you're there. And then we're just going to do new product showcase and then the Q&A. But as I say, we are answering questions as we go along with the team. So as Caroline's keeping me on track here, so I don't talk too much. So practical information is, when can you get in? Now, most of you have got a shelf scheme, which means you've got a pre-built stand. You are allowed in from the show to get all your products presented on there and to put all your posters up from Saturday, the 2nd of April. You'll be allowed in from 8 o'clock to 2100 hours. So that's good. If you've got a space-only site, your contractors can start coming in from Friday the 1st, and you can come in as well, but you probably just let your contractors get on with things. Breakdown is, we want you out by Monday evening. Now, please bear in mind with breakdown, let me tell you from advice, bring your water, bring your phone chargers. We've got over 800 physical stands plus trying to get out of Excel all at the same time, and it's not going to happen. You are going to be there for at least 2 to 4 hours while we queue up. We can't get all the lorries in for 600, 700, 800 exhibitors all at one go. So please bring your emergency supplies, bring a book, bring your water, bring your phone chargers, and just know that it's going to take you a bit of time, but we'll get you out as fast as we possibly can. Right, that's my last bit on there. Deliveries, crucial deliveries. There's lots of shows going on at Excel at the same time as Natural and Organic Products Europe. So what we've done this year is we've created a template for your labels, and you'll find them in the Q&As in your exhibitor manual. I think, Lauren, you're going to put that up in the Q&A for a link. Send this to your couriers, fill it in and send it to your couriers, because there's the exact postcode for where your deliveries need to be. It gives you all the information that will make sure your packages get on time. Now, storage, we've got free storage for you. It's first come, first serve. There's no security, but we've never had a problem in the past, but I can't guarantee. If you want secure storage, you can pay for that in the manual again with GS. We have lovely Steve on the storage. He's been there for a number of years with us. He'll take your packages in. We won't sign for any packages if you're not there, but you'll go to Steve in storage if you haven't, not been able to be there while your package has been delivered, and Steve will try and find them for you, as long as they're labeled correctly. Get my drift? Okay, so moving on. Don't forget, we can't be accepted. No deliveries can be accepted before 8 o'clock on Thursday, the 31st of March, because we won't, the builders will be there and the stand contractors will be there only. Okay, let's push on. Sorry if I'm going too fast, forgive me. Like I say, we are recording it. COVID guidelines, well, they've been changing, haven't they? We've had some good news from our government. If you are flying over to the UK, there have been a number of restrictions lifted of entering the UK and quarantine. We're also going to send the link to that on the Q&As, which I think Lauren is doing now. So that makes it much easier for you to get into the UK if you're vaccinated. Now, around Excel, in the boulevard, in the entrance, at the moment, they may check your vaccination certificates or your negative tests. This is literally as of yesterday. So that may change where they may not do spot checks at all by the time April comes. So we'll keep you informed about that. So please be prepared anyway. Masks are optional. And we've got hand hygiene all around the show, and the actual venue is clean to a hospital level standard. So what we're going to say is, look, everybody, you've all got your own sensitivities. We're going to try and keep you safe, but your responsibilities for yourself as well. So whatever makes you feel comfortable, that's what you need to do. Right, good to know. So when you get on site, it's about, it's massive. It's 15,000 square meters of space. There's building going on. So what do you do? Where do you go? Most of you will have a stand being built by us and by GES, which are our preferred suppliers, and they will have service desks with wonderful customer service people ready and waiting to assist you. So if you've ordered any furniture and it's not there yet, it's probably coming, but go to the GES service desk at the front of the show. Right, Jonah's service desk. That's in organisers room S2 lower. You probably won't remember that. Don't worry, we'll advertise it again for you. But Jonas are the registration people, and they're important. Why? Because you've got your fabulous visitor data app, which you're going to download onto your phone to scan all your visitors' data. So that's going to be important. Don't forget, you've paid for a data app. We'll send you the link. You'll download it on your phone, and you can scan all the visitors to follow up after the show. I'm going fast again. I'm going to slow down. Waste, really important. Please take your waste home, or we do have lots of recycling around the show, but the majority of it, please take it home. Forms, I think the most thing, not to panic you all, but look at the compulsory forms. They were not going to go away. So they're going to be there, and we're going to absolutely keep going on. And if you don't want emails from the marketing team and ops team telling you to fill it in, then just please go to your compulsory forms. They're not optional. Sampling, well, that's going to be different this year, and to keep you protected and keep you on point with regulations, please fill in your food safety hygiene. It's only there to help you and support you. Individual cups, not sharing, all those things are going to be really important, but people still want to sample. We've run shows in the autumn in food to go market, and there was everybody there tasting and that's what shows are about, right? So lots of sampling, but let's do it safely. Wash-up areas will be provided within the show for you. We'll show you where they are when you arrive. Now, as you get into Excel, it's like a horseshoe, and in the middle of the horseshoe is an atrium, and that's where all the coffee shops are, that's where all the toilets are, and that's where all the water refillers are for your water bottles. So bring your water bottles, and there's plenty of refill stations there. If you're driving to Excel, then you've got the low ultra emission zone, which you probably would never have heard about up until this year. So please check that out on the web, because it might mean a fee. Right, moving on, Caroline, keep me going. Sorry, everybody.
Right.
Now
I'll do this one. It's all right. I'll stop your flow there, but I'm happy to do a couple now, Carol.
Here's Caroline Sommerfeld, the marketing manager. Take you through the manual.
So the online exhibitor manual, you should all have been sent logins to this already. They'll either have come from ops@divcom.co.uk or from natural organic products ops@divcom.co.uk. They do sometimes go into your spam folder, so please take a little look in there if you can't find your login. But there are 5 main sections, which you've got on the right here. You've got the My Profile section, where you can find all your stand details, compulsory forms, which, as the name indicates, are the forms that you have to complete before you get on site. Important info, which is some Q&As, and we'll put this webinar in there as well. Stand info and orders, which is where you can order extras for your stand, like furniture and hotels and shipping. And promotional opportunities, which is all the extra promotion we can offer you in the run-up and during the show as well. So yeah, various PR and marketing things that'd be really great if you took advantage of, because there's so much extra we can do to help support you in the run-up to the show. Another thing we're doing this year, which is new, is Natural Connections, which is our B2B matchmaking service. So this is sort of predominantly aimed at visitors can match meetings with you rather than the other way around. But if you go on there and set up your profile in advance, you can say that you produce, what products you've got, and then visitors will be able to search for you and find you or your brand and request meetings with you. And they'll then come to your stand at the show, and in advance of it, you'll hopefully fill your diary up with loads of brilliant meetings, and it'll be a really productive couple of days for you.
Yeah, because Caroline, the top tip for this is fill in your show guide entry, right?
It is, yeah, because if you fill your show guide entry, we'll pull that information directly into Natural Connections, so that it'll save you time and effort there, and it'll all be taken care of.
Wonderful.
Pass over to you, Carol, for the next couple.
Oh, top tips. Plan ahead. So, you know, if you're going to come to the show, please, the show guide entry, I can't stress enough with the information from that. We use it for a lot of promotion ahead of the show. So please take that into consideration. Don't forget, we haven't been around since 2019. We've all not been together. So let your customers and your prospects know you're back in town. We've got some amazing digital assets for you that's been developed by the marketing team and our wonderful social guru, Shana. So please take advantage of that. We can personalize it for your email invites or your signatures on there. So, you know, research has shown that 83% of the most successful companies and events were the ones that contacted their prospects and their customers. I mean, we're doing it, of course we are. We've got huge databases, but there's nothing like a very personal invite from a supplier or a brand. Social media, don't forget, we've got, you know, Shana here is going to take up on a page coming ahead and doing some great social shout outs. So, you know, this is what you pay for in your stand, a wonderful, experienced, talented team like we are to promote you, but also help yourself and promote yourself. Top tips when you're at the show. Well, of course, it's different now, isn't it? We say hug and shake hands and everything, but brief your stand staff, that's crucial. It's important because our buyers are knowledgeable. They're coming here after a while looking for new products. They're looking to know all about you, who you and your product and what makes it special. So make sure everybody on your stand knows that. Be approachable. Don't think that's a difficulty this year after not seeing anybody for years. This data scanning app we've got, which you've all purchased, it's an incredible tool. You can scan the barcode on the visitor badges. You can set priorities of follow-up or send a brochure or send a product, get in contact, make an appointment. So it's more than just a scanning app. It's a whole team. It's a whole tool to really make sure you can see the return on investment after the show and how many orders you've taken. Right, moving on. Make your stand appealing. I know a lot of you do, most of you do, but please look at it from the visitor's eyes. What do you do? Can they see it in a few seconds? Don't make it complicated. Say what it does on the tin. Natural Connections, we're going on about that. We're banging on about that because this year we've got the biggest show ever at Natural Organic Products Europe, and you've got about 800 to 1,000 physical stands, of which are then thousands of brands. So how do you get yourself noticed? Well, get yourself noticed before the show. Fill in your show guide. We'll enter it into the Natural Connections software. So buyers, when they're browsing to plan their show, and they're going to have to plan, you know, it's only 2 days and we've got enough around here to keep them busy for 2 days, but they will need to schedule meetings. Okay, I've enough said. Honda Barrett pitch. Well, we've been doing this since 2016. And what the Honda Barrett team do is they kindly come along with their senior buying team, as you can see on the image there, and they will choose 6 of you who enter. And we'll be sending you an email on Caroline, I think it's the 21st of February.
It's next week, yeah.
Invitation to enter. If you want to supply Holland Barrett, if you don't know about them, Google them. They're probably one of the biggest health store chains in the UK. I think they're up to about 1,300 stores. Since COVID, they've been really developing their online platform as well for online shopping. So they're powerful people in the market. If you are interested in that sort of big sort of supplier intro, you can. Everybody's able to enter the pitch. And what I say is enter. Then they'll choose 6. And I think 6 isn't a lot out of that many. But equally, we give them a database of all your information ahead of schedule. So 6 lucky people would be allowed to pitch live to them. And it's great. It's a great way to see what the buyers are thinking. So even if you're not successful, if you can join us on Monday at 3 o'clock, that's when it starts in the theatre. So
follow on from that, what you're saying, Carol, we have actually just made the form live today. So that is available on the homepage of your exhibitor manual. I think, Lauren, you can probably pop a link to it in the chat as well. But we will also follow up with an email to you all on Monday with a link to where to find that.
Yeah, and we've done a feature on past successes of brands that have done this, been participating in presenting to Holland Barrett in the Natural Products magazine, which we obviously publish, the UK's leading trade magazine. And we've done a feature on the previous brands that have pitched and how successful they've done. So that's in the March issue coming out soon. So if you don't receive Natural Products magazine, go to naturalproductsonline.co.uk. We'll put up a link for that as well. So if you're not getting the magazine or advertising, please have a look at that. Right, Caroline, I've said enough. Over to you.
I'll take from here. So Carol's already touched on the data capture apps that we have at the show. We will email out the details of your logins about a week before the event, but we've got a PDF user guide we can send around to you as well. You can use it on iOS or Android. It's called Engage Scanner. There's the logo is down there on the slide. And it's brilliant because rather than the old fashioned way of having to collect business cards and then get back to the office and type them all out, you just scan a visitor's barcode on their name badge and it will automatically pull straight into your device. There is free Wi-Fi at Excel, but even if that your internet drops out, it'll automatically remember it all and it will sync it again as soon as you do get Wi-Fi, and you can access them there and then. It's not a case of like an old-fashioned data pen where you have to go and wait for it to be uploaded and the waiting. It's all there automatically. And we do still have data pens if you do want one of those though, and you can order them either through your manual now or even on site as well. But yeah, we'll send you an email about a week before the show with your logins for that.
I think there, Caroline, you can order more as well, because of course, if you've only got one mobile and somebody has to go for lunch, so there are additional apps you can purchase via the manual. I think the first one that you paid for on the contract was 99, but if you buy multiples of it, it's £59, I believe, in the manual. So if you want more than one app, then we highly recommend you order more.
And then going into other marketing and PR opportunities. So we've got, there's so many things we can offer and help you with and do for free for you to help promote you and your brand in the run up to the event. The promotional opportunities section of your manual has a whole host of free opportunities for you. We'd really encourage you to send out the e-invite that we'll be sending you in a couple of weeks. That's a personalized email with your company name and stand number that you can pass on to people and ensure that they then get to register for free to the show. Nominate your VIPs. This is a really beneficial thing actually, because any of your top buyers, we will send a personalized invitation to on your behalf. We'll give them the VIP treatment at the show. So they get priority access, they get access to the VIP lounge where they get free refreshments and food and drink. They get to come to the awards. There's a whole host of great benefits afforded to them. And then social media. Obviously, we're big on social media and would encourage you to like us, to tag us, to shout in the run up to the show and while you're on site. It's Nat Products Show on Twitter and Facebook, and Natural Products Europe on Instagram. And the hashtag for this year is NOPEX. As I said, please, follow, mention, and to drive traffic to your stand at the show and in advance. We also have so many other things of free press releases that are displayed on our website. We do blog posts. We've got Meet the Brand section that we're doing this year, which I'm sure my colleague Shana, our head of PR and digital content, will cover in a moment. Social media shout outs, and there's so much more. So please do have a little look at the promotional opportunities tab.
That's a massive amount of work you've done there, Caroline and the team. Thank you. What we'd say to everybody, wouldn't we? Please engage with it, because when they get in there's hundreds of stands there, and how you're going to get yourself noticed. How's your prospect or supplier going to find you? You know, we've put in floor plans, but there's nothing like a personalized invite. And the girls have been working so hard to get all this personalized digital content for you. It's all free. Thanks, Caroline.
And then on to you, Shana, to cover the marketing and PR stuff.
Thank you, Caroline. Hi, everyone. I'm Shana. I manage the social media, the content and the PR for the show. Just off the back of what Caroline was saying, we also have See You There banners, as you can see in the left-hand side. They're all downloadable via your form in the manual, so you can put these on your social media. And yes, we also have a social media shout-out form. So this is about your new products. So we want to shout about all your new products. So if you're launching or if it's just one that's in your range, change, then please tell us about it. Fill in the form in your manual, and that comes straight to me, and I will put that as and when I can on our social media with an image, yeah, and with our hashtags. Also, we have an opportunity called Meet the Brands. This is new for this year. It's an exhibitor Q&A with you guys, and it's 4 questions. This is all in the manual as well. It's all in the forms. You literally just fill in the answer to the questions with an image, and yeah, we upload that straight to our website. It's under the news and Q&A section called Meet the Brands. It's just a really nice piece of free content for you, just to shout about your products and who you are, a bit about your company as well. I think if you've got a nice story about how you started up, it's quite a nice way for visitors to get to know you. So yeah, definitely take advantage of that. We also have a press office at the show, and so this is located in S1 Lower, next to the registration area. I'll be there on setup day from around 2 p.m. So here you can have press packs, and in your press packs, this can be press releases, it can be marketing collateral, it could be samples, anything you want to give to the press. This may also be, we keep it manned actually, sorry. Sometimes we also say keep some back for visitors as well, just in case, yeah, it's something that you want to just give to visitors. But yeah, so please, if you have anything that you want to share with the press, then do bring it over there from 2 p.m. onwards on build up day. And yeah, I think that's about it for the press office. But if you have any other questions, please put it in the Q&A, and yeah, we'd be happy to help.
Amazing. Well done, Shana. Looks fab. New product showcase, innovation showcase in some shows. We have 2 new product showcases at Natural Products. We have one for the health and food section, and that's in the back of the hall, which you'll be able to see on the floor plan. And then we have one dedicated in the beauty section of the show. So what happens there is you can enter that, it's paid for, and you can order it through the exhibitor manual if you haven't ordered it in the original booking, which I know Dominic Roberget has been emailing everybody to say if you've already booked it. We have categories of their various categories. Once they're full, so it's not like there's a deadline, it's just depends on the amount. And I imagine there's a lot of new products being launched this year so far. I think we've seen over 100 products entered already. So what happens is we display them, and then visitors will vote for their favourite products at the show. We then download that on Sunday afternoon, and the 3 most voted for products in each category will then, the top winning product will be chosen by a judging panel, which we will take round, and they will choose which is the winning product. Then on the Sunday at 6 o'clock at the Fox Pub, which is just outside the front doors of Excel, we go to celebrate and announce the award winnings for the health and food section. And you're all invited free of charge. There's refreshments, a glass of wine, glass of beer or non-alcoholic, and we'll run through all the wonderful prize winners. So come and network, come and join us at the Fox at 6 o'clock and find out who's winning. So if you'd like to enter, that's in the manual. On the Monday afternoon, we do the beauty awards. So please come and join us for that, and we'll be announcing all the beauty product winners in the afternoon on the Monday. We also do the beauty retailer awards, the best beauty independent, the best online beauty product retailer, and the best multiple retailer. So please join us. Right, moving on. Don't miss. Oh, of course, it adds with the Fox Pub at 6 o'clock for the awards. Find out if you've won a major award from the retailers voting this year. Natural and Beauty Awards Monday, as I've just mentioned, from 3 o'clock. Don't miss audio badges in advance. That's your exhibitor badges. If you've got any staff that are coming from different areas of the UK or different parts of overseas, please don't use the visitor registration on the website. Please make sure they've got exhibitor badges, because of course they won't be able to get in early to the stand if they have a visitor badge. So please don't register on the show website, go via the exhibitor manual. And if they don't get the exhibitor badge and you've registered them, they can print them off once they're at the show. Right, so new product showcase. There's lots of products that have entered into this, so please bring them to the showcase. Drop them off from Saturday from 2 o'clock when we'll have set it all up. We've got that many products, we can't chase everybody to get those products in the product showcase. So please help yourself and bring them to us at 2 o'clock and get them displayed out beautifully. Food and waste, drop your products off. Well, we have charities. We have Fair Share. I have local East, sort of London, South East charities who do, feeding the disadvantage. So if you have any products you don't want to take back, then please, at the end of the show, drop them in the VIP lounge at the back of the show, and they'll go to amazing charities on your behalf and on behalf of our industry. And we've gone on about natural connections, so I'll just pass that one.
I'll take this one if you like. We had this is a,
I might get angry.
yeah, it's a real problem we've got, fortunately, with the show, that just due to the success of the show, and scammers take advantage of our good name. And we're so sorry, and we do all we can, and we have an in-house data team and our legal team get in touch and ask them to cease and desist. But please know that we would never, ever sell or disclose or share any of our visitor or exhibitor data, ever. Like, no questions asked. So if ever you get any emails from people claiming that they'll sell you the visitor list, it's not true. It is a scam. Please do not engage with them. Plus, if you've got the data scanner app, you can scan all the visitors' data badges anyway and collect the data. So it would be completely pointless. There are also other ones. I mean, people try and with hotel scams. Please don't engage with them. Anything from us directly, we all have at divcom.co.uk email addresses. And if ever you're unsure about something, please drop us a line at info@naturalproducts.co.uk, and we'll confirm if it's genuine. Because we hate that this happens, but unfortunately we do everything we can, and there are some nasty people who try and take advantage.
Kathy's just emailed saying they get hundreds of these, one of our exhibitors. I'm sure you all do. So just let you know, we're not just fighting from our own company perspective. Our Association of Exhibition Organisers have clubbed together to try and close down these operations, but they're literally working out of, you know, South, I think Puerto Rico, then they'll move to Mexico. So they're out of a lot of our European law jurisdiction. So please don't think we're not trying it as an industry, not just as a show, but as an industry to close these down, but they're not going to go away, unfortunately. Okay.
And that's it for now. So if anyone has any questions, please do drop them in the Q&A, and we'll happily reply to you and do what we can to help.
I think, Caroline, there might be a question about hotels. If you, I don't know if there is, but hotels wise on Excel campus, we don't have any hotel preferential hotels in the exhibitor manual. Best to use a hotel booking site, any of the most popular. If you put in Excel London hotels, there are about 9 hotels on campus. So there's the Novotel, the Ibis, there's a Sunborn luxury yacht, depending on how you're feeling. So there's quite a nice choice there, but book up soon because there's lots of shows going on at the same time. Yeah, so that's it. If you just look up for the hotel booking site.
I've also noticed one question from Dom Flatley here about the Engage scanner, who we used for the lunch show in September. You won't need to download the app again. It's the same app, but you will have a new login. So yeah, you don't need to delete the app, but because it's a different show, it's a whole different database. We don't even share data internally between the shows. So you will need a new login, but the app itself will be the same.
Hi, Caroline. There's another question probably for me. So Reggie has said, is there any specific format for social media shout out? There isn't. I think there isn't even a word limit, but what I will do is take what you have and edit it depending on what social platform I'm going to post to. So obviously, yeah, for Instagram, LinkedIn, it doesn't really matter, but Twitter, for instance, will be shorter, less words. So yeah, it's all in the form. So yeah, and it is mostly just about your latest product and then the image of it, and that's pretty much it.
We've got a couple of questions. They're all coming in now. This is wonderful. Let me just, it says about if we had new products for the original date, do they still count as new? No, sadly not, because we had some digital awards last year. So if they're 2 years old, sorry, they don't qualify, but the qualifying period is on the new product showcase exhibitor manual form. What are the pending forms that should be filled in, Caroline? Should we shout out for the show guide?
Yeah, so some of the forms are, the way the manual is set up is that some of the forms are hosted by us, and some of them, like the exhibitor badges, is again through the registration company. So that one will never actually close because it's also left open so that if you add, I don't know, you had a new colleague in a month's time and they want them to come to the event, you can add them on afterwards. So it will never technically close. Same with the show guide entry, because we've got an online directory for it. We want you to be able to make changes right up until the event. So it will never close. You can always go in there to make amends. So there are some that remain open for that reason. I don't know what we're referring to as pending forms, but yeah, it's the compulsory ones that really have to be done. There's 4 of those. but the rest of them are optional. But we really would urge you, especially with the marketing and promotional ones, to go and take a look, because there might be some great things in there that we can do to help shout about your brand before the show.
All the deadlines are on there, right, Caroline?
Yeah.
So Elisa, no, sorry, I missed the person who asked that question. Just check on your exhibitor manual, and there's deadlines on there. And if you've got any issues, just email us. Has Natural Connections launched? No, not yet. It'll be, Caroline, when will that be?
So it's going to be very imminently. We are setting up the system right now. It is there. You should, we'll be sending you an email next week to go in and make sure your profiles are up to date. It'll also then be open for you guys as exhibitors to go in and get your profile already, upload your logo, etc., before we let the visitors loose in the system. But it should be next week.
Okay, wonderful. Good day. Hello, Agni, who sent us a question. It was mentioned that after exhibition will end, it could take even a few hours to get out of Excel. Did I understand correctly? Yes, you did understand that correctly. Now, look, when you're all arriving to build up, you all come in different hours of the day, through the Saturday with build up. So it flows differently. But if you imagine, we've got 800 plus exhibitors all wanting to leave at 6 o'clock in the evening. There's not enough room for the lorries and everything to come up. Of course, if you don't have to put anything on lorry and your staff working on the stand, you just go to your car under the car park and off you go. That's not the issue. It's whether you've got to get a van up to the loading dock to take your products home. That's when the delay will happen. But as a person who just can leave by train or by car, of course, you're gone at 6, right? Okay, hope that was okay, Agni. Sorry if I frightened you about that. Let's see, parking arrangement. Oh no, that's a good one. Parking is in the basically in the underground, the underbelly of Excel. It's £20 a day. What is parking arrangement like on build up day and open day? It's all cool. I've never known an issue. Of course it gets busy because there are lots of shows on, but it's all good at Excel, plenty of parking. Mentioned new products. Can you get free showcase? What? No, it's not free. Sorry, we've got a lot of administration to do and promotion. But if you've got new products, go to the new product showcase. Maybe the team can give you a link there, Regia, and we'll get you a link to that, and you can read a bit more. Right. I think we've done now, Caroline. I think we've recorded it. We'll put it up live again for anybody else who wants to record it onto the website. Can I say on behalf of myself and the team, we can't thank you all enough, and we're looking forward to seeing you all and being on site. It's been a challenging few years, and by everything that's gone on ahead, we're looking for a fabulous show with you all. So we can't wait to see you. Goodbye.
We just have one final question just popped in. Mentioned email your prospects. So I said, Elisa said, so just invitation to potential retailers. Yeah, I mean, you can do it any way you like, but we just want you to promote the fact and shout about the fact that you're coming to the show. Hopefully, I mean, that in itself is an exciting thing after, not being able to be on site for a couple of years. So whether you're shouting on your social media channels that you're going to be there, in which case, please use one of our banners. If you want to send an email to them, we will send you, I think I mentioned in a couple of weeks, a personalized e-invite that you can fire out to people. You've got the option through your manual of nominating your buyers as well, and then we can send them a personalized invite to come to the show. Just shout about the fact that you're coming, because as Carol mentioned, that stat that 83% of exhibitors who've had the best events are the ones that shout about the fact that they're involved in the show.
I seem to have frightened everybody with the hours of waiting at the show, so we've had a few more questions, so I'm just going to go through that again before I say goodbye. If you're on foot and you can literally take your products to your car and go home, then you can go from 6 o'clock, and you can take in the car in the underbelly. If you have a van, however, and you've got to fill a van and wait for a van to put your products on, that's where the delay will happen. So sorry, everybody, if I've terrified you all. You're going to be there for hours. You're not. If you just got stuff you can carry to your car, amazing. If you haven't, then there will be some waiting.
Carol, can I just talk about GES orders?
Yes, please do. Sorry, this is Helen Milton, the operations director of the company. So welcome, Helen. Helen, glad to see you today. Thanks for joining us.
We've been in touch with GES yesterday, had a meeting with them, and they have got some orders from you, but not all of you have ordered. So to speed up delivery for things on site, please, if you do need to have electrics or furniture, extras to your shell scheme stand or lighting, extra lighting, please do order through the exhibitor manual and go onto the GES website to order all of the stuff that you need. The call centre they haven't got any pending orders right now, so they are able to take your order straight away. But I advise that you order everything well in advance. One, you get a surcharge if you don't, and secondly, you'll be waiting longer for it to be delivered on site. So if you can order everything from GES now, that'd be really good.
Oh, thanks for that, Helen. And also they've got an amazing live chat facility on their website. So
yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Sorry?
I'm looking at it now, yeah.
Yeah, they've got an amazing facility of a live chat. So go on there if you've got any questions or queries. Now, look, they don't have as much after COVID. They've, you know, really refined their offerings. So please order early and just don't have your stress on site. Is it correct that we have to order carpet? Halima, hello, nice to hear from you. Glad you joined us today. Helena, if you've got shell scheme, you get carpet. So if you've got a shell scheme stand in food, you'll get a red carpet. If you've got a shell scheme stand in health, you get a beautiful apple green colour carpet. And if you're in beauty, you'll get a caramel carpet. So if you've got space only, you have to order your own flooring. Thanks, Halima. Should we wait? As I've done my big close, Caroline, it feels a bit embarrassing now to do another one. So I think we'll wait. What's the latest thought about how many visitors will attend over the 2 days? Andy Bird, thanks for that question. Well, look, our registration and our team, as you can see, are cracking on with everything. We're working with the Department of Industry and Trade as well, who've been amazing this year, opening up their overseas databases to us as well as our own huge databases. From the autumn, from our shows in the autumn, we've seen the quality of buyers go up significantly, almost as if they're all coming out, you know, not being around for a while. But we've probably been light about in our autumn shows by maybe a couple of 300. They haven't been as heavily European as this one. So, Andy, I can't really answer that. I'm optimistic. Registrations are going well. Overseas registrations are going well. So I will keep you posted on that. But it's never going to be the same, is it? It can't be in that respect, in terms of that. But we're getting quality and we're getting enough registrations in. That's going to be an amazing show. So we'll wait and tell you that later. Was that enough, Caroline? Did you want to say anything about that? I think it's
no. I think you've covered everything I would have said.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're not unhappy with registration. We're on par. I think the rhythm's slightly different. I think we'll probably get a lot more running nearer the time as well as people feel more and more confident. And we're doing that on emails. We're making sure our overseas visitors know and understand that restrictions have been now changed coming into the UK, so they feel more comfortable coming over. We've got our amazing hosted buyer program carrying on, where we invite specific buyers who've never been to the show before, and we literally fly them over and put them up in a hotel. We private dine them. So we're taking registration for that right now. We've got a lot of people coming over. And also just yesterday we had a meeting, and of course people like the Life Group are coming. We've got all the Holland and Barrett team. Our lovely independent health stores will be with us, no doubt about that. So a good day is going to be had by all. Right, now, I'm not going to do a big farewell again this time, Caroline. Should we finish now? We've got no more questions as is. So.
If you do have any more questions, please do drop us a line at info@naturalproducts.co.uk and we'll be happy to help. But thank you all very much for joining today. I hope you found that useful, and we can't wait to see you all on site.
Bye, everybody. See you soon in April.
Bye.